Hello everyone, Vijay A30 here back again with a look at this week's mail and mail we have because Canada Post was forced back to work by the government. Thankfully, it was over, it was like a month or more, and they decided they were at an impasse, that they were not going to make a deal. So back to work you go, and now they have a contract extended until May, at which time they'll probably strike again, but good grief, you got 5 months, figure it out. There's no reason why you can't negotiate and talk while people are working. Anyway, I did get some decks. Well, first of all, I got some from Kickstarter from Penguin Magic. These are the Oddfellows, the Dude decks, designed by, of course, Lorenzo, Stockholm 17. And we got, this is the standard one. It's pretty nice, foily, shiny. This is just a follow-up to the previous Odd Fellows decks. There's also this one, which is called the Golden Snowflake Edition, which is pretty nice and shiny. Look at that. And it actually has nice shininess here and gilded edges. It is a different design as well. There was actually a different gilded version as well of one of these. And then there's one more, and it is the mini deck, I think I wrote down the name here. Or I did not. It's the Hair Ingo deck, I guess it is. It's a nice little mini deck. Very cool. And reviews of those coming in the new year, as well as many more reviews and stuff. Then I got some from Theory 11. The first one is the new Silver Artisan deck. These not only have nice shiny foily tuck cases, but they also have nice shiny foily cards. And if I were to show you a different card here, there's also foil on the faces. Very nice. This is the fourth artisan color, I do believe. Speaking of new silver foil decks, we have the new James Bond 007 silver, gunmetal silver, nice and shiny foil tuck case. They previously did a gold foiled one. There was the original James Bond deck from a couple of years ago. And then there was also a gold foil one, but that one was like a collection box that cost like $100 or whatever. Not happening. But this one is pretty nice in silver. And it comes with, of course, shiny foily backs and also shiny foily faces. But fairly standard court cards. And then I have one more, which I actually got two of, the Game of Thrones decks. By the way, winter is not coming, winter is here. As of today, actually. Today is the first day of winter, correct? Or was it yesterday? Anyways, super cool deck. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones. Even though I was late to the game, I didn't watch it really until I think it was over. But very nice, featuring all your favorite characters. Shiny foily tuck case. The cards do not have foil. That's probably next year's version. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a House of the Dragon version or whatever at some point in time. But yeah, very nice deck. I really like that one. I liked it enough that I got two. Reviews on all these should be up soon if you're a member. If you're not a member, you have to wait till next year. The perks of being a member: early access to videos, and one exclusive secret deck review you won't find on the channel. Anyway, moving on, I did also get some games. The first one I got from on the Geek market, on Board Game Geek. It's an older game from 2019. And it's from KTBG, Kids Table Board Games, designed by Peter C. Hayward, art by Sana Tenney. And this is Bugs on Rugs. It's a little set collection game, basically. Very simple little game. I will be checking this one out on the channel probably next week or so stay tuned. Then I got one from Legends Warehouse, which is a Canadian board game shop that I sometimes go to. And this one is from a company called Wonderful World Board Games, WWBG, designed by Yasuyuki Nakamura and Anthony Peroni. I don't know if it says who did the artwork. Artwork by Zinko Kang. And this is Lone Wolves. It's a two-player trick-taking game, which just seems pretty cool. It's a duel. You're trying to become the alpha, basically. Very interesting. Speaking of trick-taking games, I got another one here. Probably not the last one. This one is one that I got on Miniature Market. Oh, sorry. Forgot to mention. Actually, this one was not from Legends Warehouse. This one was from the Miniature Market. Miniature Market is an American website for board games, lots of board games. So Lone Wolves was Miniature Market. My apologies, I'm going out of order here. The one I got on Legends Warehouse was The Dwarf King. And this is a game from Yellow. It's also a trick-taking game, designed by Bruno Faiduti, who's pretty well known for his games, and artwork by Christoph Swall. And it's a trick-taking game, again, as I didn't mention, where it's a fairly straightforward trick-taking game with 3 suits, but there's some special cards in there to change things up a bit. And there's 20 quest tiles, and every round you're going to have a different quest that will possibly score you points, possibly lose you points. It's pretty cool. And this one came out in 2022, this version I believe, but originally it came out in 2011. It's been pretty much in print ever since in various languages. Lone Wolves is brand new, and Bugs on Rugs is from 2019, if I didn't mention. I think I did. Then I got a bunch of games from Board Game Bliss. There was 2 that came last weekend, and which I'll show you first, I guess. The 2 that came last weekend, after I had done my video, included the expansion for Forest Shuffle, which is from Lookout Games and designed by Koss. And this is the Woodland Edge expansion, which had some cool new cards and stuff to the game. Artwork by Tony Lobet and Judith Piella. Apologize for butchering your names. And then there's this one, which is a trick-taking game. Trick-taking ladder climbing, I don't quite recall at the moment. Called Prime Number Level 0, I guess. Yes, very Japanese. It is, this version came out, this game came out in 2019. It's from Fukoru Dao, however you pronounce that. And it's all about math. If you like math, you might like this one. If you don't, you probably won't. But it's all about prime numbers. You're playing tricks with prime numbers. If it's not a prime number, you're going to take back the cards. There's a cheat sheet so you can check after you play your cards to see if it's actually a prime number or not. Or you can try to figure it out in your head, or use an app to double check. But you're not supposed to check until after you played the cards, so no cheating. But yeah, it's pretty interesting for sure. The whole box is in Japanese. There's English rules though, so I can tell you who did the designing or the artist, things like that. But the cards don't have a lot of art, as you can see. It's just numbers and some symbols. Then I got some other games here from Board Game Bliss. I think this was 2 different orders. We're going from smallest to biggest here. First, we have Explosion in the Laboratory. The Laboratory. This is a little card game. This is a kind of a push your luck game. Weird Giraffe Games came out in 2023, and this is a game where you're trying to mix chemicals into compounds to score points. The more volatile the compound, the more it helps in the research and better for your scoring, but also it can lead to disaster. As this here fire would be unfortunate, as there is a library not too far away. Spoiler alert for another game to come. Then I got Regine, which is from Devere. This is designed by Joseph M. Louis and Danny Gomez, art by Bia Tormo. And this is a little game kind of about royals, regals, and it is a game of deceit and bluffing and backstabbing. You're trying to achieve the winning combination of cards to climb your rivals, climb over your rivals on these social ladders. So it seems pretty cool. It's a nice little game. Then I got one, and Regine came out in 2022. And then I have one that came out here in 2021. This is The Fox in the Forest Duet. And this is the follow-up to the original Fox in the Forest game. Both this one and the original two-player trick-taking games. But this one has a pathway on a board that you're going to be moving back and forth on, trying to kind of clear tiles away from it and win the game. It's cooperative, whereas the original one is competitive. And it's put out by Renegade Game Studio. It's designed by Foxtrot Games. And artwork is by Roanna Perez. Very cool. And then I have another game here. This one is from Man Do Games. And it's designed by Takashi Saito, artwork by Kuroagi, I believe that's how I pronounce it, and it's called Open. This is another trick-taking game where you are going to be trying to guess which one of your opponents you think is going to win with these little dials. It's really cool, really interesting game. And it's actually a ladder climbing setting type game, actually. And you're trying to not only go out earlier, but also try to guess out who will go out first. So that's how you're guessing, and you get bonus points if you guess correctly. Also from, I guess, Brain Games, Nagasaki. This game just came out from Mandu. However, originally it came out in Japan in 2022. He has two other games that he's designed that I'm hoping to get eventually. But I don't know when that will be. Then I have another game here called King's Coalition. This is from a company called Play to Z, designed by Derek Croxton, illustrated by Rod Rodriguez, Portuguese guy apparently. And it's a card game of conniving courtiers. There it is. This one just came out this year. I pre-ordered it a while back, and this is a game where you are trying to assemble a trying to see if I can read this with my glasses. You are trying to assemble a coalition of subjects to take the place of the king who's facing unrest at home and abroad, and try to bring back peace to the kingdom. So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of a bidding bluffing type game. Seems pretty cool. And then finally, we have Fire in the Library, which was referenced by this game. And this is Again, kind of a push your luck game with cards and tokens and cubes. And basically, it's designed by Tony Miller and John Praffer. This is the second edition. Artwork by Beth Sobel, who's very highly regarded for her artwork, and it's produced by Weird Giraffe Games, and it's designed like a book. And basically, you're trying to push your luck and to get more points, but you're also trying to prevent the fire in the library from spreading and everything. And it seems pretty cool. It was supposed to be a card game version of this, but it has not come out yet, so I just decided to get this one. It is cards anyways, so I'm not sure how the card game version would be any much different other than maybe less cubes and tokens. I don't know. Anyway, that is it for this week. Comment, like, subscribe. I don't know how much I'll be getting next week with, next week being Christmas and everything. That's 2 days where there's not going to be any mail. And Canada Post is still really behind on stuff, so I got a lot of stuff coming. It just still hasn't arrived in Canada. There might be a couple of things via courier. We'll see. That is that. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.